Nateal Campbell, wife of Charles Campbell.
I'm Calais Campbell, son of Charles Campbell.
My name is Campbell. I am the son of Charles Campbell.
I'm Keyonne Campbell, and I am Daddy's girl.
My name is Campbell. I'm the seventh child from Charles Campbell.
My name is Campbell. I am one of Charles Campbell's many children.
I'm Jared Campbell. I'm Charles Campbell's youngest son.
Jeff Mentor, and I am Chuck Campbell's first cousin.
It all started from Kearns, Texas, from a man named Leslie Benjamin, who was a traveling preacher. He met a woman named Lillian Conley, which he soon married. The two found comfort in Denver in the mid-1930s, where they raised 4 children, one of which was Maddie Benjamin. Charles Richard Campbell was born on September 20th, 1942. Growing up a superb athlete, he earned a scholarship to pole vault at the University of Colorado Boulder.
We grew up in the Fire Points area in Denver, and Ogden Street, 24th and Ogden. Chuck did live over in the projects at one time when he went to Lake Junior High School. He went there for 3 years before he went to Manual, and then he came back, moved to this side of town, to the Denver side of town, and he went to Manual High School.
Get it. What is that? Golly, Liz.
Do it on you. Hi, Dad.
We met in 1974, and I have 8 children, 6 boys and 2 girls.
His personality was very warm. He was very, as a personality-wise, he always, when he came into the room, he knew how to maneuver around the room and warm the room up.
To describe my father, I would say he was very ambitious. He always had a plan to get, something going. He made things work. I believe very caring. I mean, not only just to me, but my friends. And he would always, make sure that if you were at the house, you were gonna get something to eat and all that good stuff. And lastly, I would like to say entertaining. My dad was always it was always fun around my dad. To make a good time.
I remember I used to, give her a hug. I'm a big dude. I eat a lot, And riding in the car, I'm like, Dad, I'm hungry. I go, nice to meet you, hungry. I'm Dad. And I'm like, man, no, I'm starving. I'm like, well, make up your mind. Which one are you? Are you hungry or are you starving? He used to always crack me up. It'd be funny. I'd be dying laughing, but it changed. I was still hungry though. But he did feed me very well over the years.
Really a person who wanted you to know that life had meaning, and you had to stand for something, and you had to do the right thing because the right thing was the only thing to do.
Once you try something, he said never give up. If you try it, never give up, or don't even try it at all. Charles is what you call an entrepreneur, creating many businesses.
He had Virgo Ventures, where he made clocks. Down Home Fish Market, where he sold fish.
I remember we had web TVs and satellite radios before the iPod came out, and the web TVs just, it was too complicated back then, which now is like, the cool thing, to be able to, have the internet and all the TV stuff combined. Every cell phone is really a web TV, but back then, Charles Campbell, he was ahead of the curve.
The Pope came to visit Denver, Colorado, and it was a big to-do event, and so my dad had this idea, because he was a wood craftsman at one point in time, to make these wooden crosses. and just, put them together. And I think they made, you can make them for like a few dollars, and we sold them for like $5. And I was like, wow, we made a profit off of this. And I was really proud of that because it was a very lucrative business that we kind of put together.
I remember he had these little, these radios. Now they like iPods now, that was what they called, but they had like these little radios, where you could put the headphones in, and it was like, you didn't need batteries or anything. It ran from the sun. It was solar radios. And he was selling those. And I thought that was one of the cool things.
We had a couple of little clubs around Denver that were for teenagers to go to, and he sell pop and popcorn and stuff like that. And he was trying to make a little money there. And All Natural was the name of the one place.
He did taxes, and he worked a lot of government jobs, so he was very outgoing.
But not all times in the Campbell family were things so simple. With 6 growing boys and entrepreneur income, he found himself struggling to maintain the rent. After family complications and disagreements, Charles and his family had to turn to the Salvation Army for shelter. Soon after, Charles and his family got back on their feet, moved into a 4-bedroom house and a 2-car garage.
He always had, plans to help everybody out, and he even got to like the nonprofit thing. I remember back when I was 13 and I was in middle school while all my brothers were in high school, and me and Dad would go pick up food from like Boston Market, and we would take it to the high school and set it up so all the kids at the high school who were less fortunate didn't really eat properly. We would set up a training table for all of them to eat, and I remember it was tough work right there. People don't realize it. Me and Dad, we used to get it done, man. He'd make sure, I didn't want to be there, but every time he'll make sure I got up, and he was like, it's for the better of everybody, so really helped out.
And here at South High School, a new band of brothers, the Campbell brothers, are creating their legacies. There are 3 of them, Calais, Raj, and Chiari.
When they were little kids, when like 3 and 4 and 5 years old, they used to compete things like skipping down the street,
I say, me, you at my position, I'm better than anybody else.
The success of the boys on the field is largely affected by the love and support of their father.
Well, I try to make sure that they're doing what they want to do. Try to put them in a position where they can do the best they can do, and try to give them all the support they need. I also try to keep them focused. Keep them focused not only on their sport, but also the things that it takes to get to where they want to get.
When my dad passed, well, I remember when we first went to the hospital and they cut the life support off, and everybody broke down. Everybody was sad and crying, and I wanted to stay tough and strong for everybody, be the strong one. But even myself, like, I went to the bathroom and broke down and started crying myself, But I knew that from then on I had to be strong for my family, for everybody.
Charles Richard Campbell is the CRC Foundation, and the CRC Foundation is dedicated to helping the underprivileged youth. So if you had to describe Charles Campbell in 3 words, what would be those 3 words?
Compassionate, dedicated, and loving.
CRC Foundation, and you should be too.
Bye-bye, Lily.
Bye-bye.